Yeah. Hello and welcome to the show. It's been a while. Today we're not skateboarding today. Today is going to be a review on this deck, the Santa Cruz EVERSLICK, the 5 times stronger, whatever, the Kevin Braun 825 Santa Cruz, baby. Oh yeah. Here there is a cool logo. I think I did a video on this a few months ago when I first originally got it. I did like a really quick, hey, check it out, I got this EVERSLICK, blah, 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 blah.
It's really sick.
Anyways, so this off the hop, if you don't know what the EVERSLICK is, it's like this, it's almost like a sheet of plastic over the deck, which is like, it's weird, but why not try something new? Guy in the store is like, it'll last longer, it's a stronger board, it's the 5 times stronger, whatever. It was like, okay, cool. And it was on sale, so I got it. Plus, the picture was like sick. I mean, it's a sick picture. This board did last me longer. Usually I get about 4 to 6 weeks out of a board, depending how hard I'm skating, I guess, or, you know, what time of the year it is. Every second day skating type thing, I'll go through a board in a month easily. This board here lasted me about 2.5 months. And I was skating, like, all my hardest skating was, like, on this board. That was a lot. This board took a beating for a while. And, like, all the boards that you see on my wall here, that was all, like, 4 to 6 weeks, each board. Including this Santa Cruz on the very far left over here. That Santa Cruz board over here. That one was about 4 weeks before I had razor tail. 3 or 4 weeks. But I was doing a lot of 5.0s. I was like killing 5.0s on everything. And then yeah, and that was the matte finish, which was really nice as well. I liked the way that slid. It was a nice. It feels kind of cool, but I do have to say, when I first got this board, it was super slick. I was not used to it. I had to like not wax my board. If anything, I was just waxing the edges. The one thing I don't like about this board is the edges peel up. So you can see sort of right here how they peel up. I found I always had to like wax that to keep it down. See up here on the nose, it like peels. There's almost like a, you see that tag? That's the only thing I would say I didn't like about this board. Well, if you feel it off the hop, like this part, it's all grainy sort of feeling, and it's like plastic. It's sort of some sort of plastic or something. And when you get through layers, like with wheel bite here, you can see it almost like, it's literally its own layer before another layer of wood. You know what I mean? It's almost like its own ply, which was really cool. And the one downside to that is it added weight. So it was like heavier. This was a heavy board. Strong as shit. This thing did not break on me. And like I put it through quite the abuse. Razor tail happened. It took a little longer, but this board didn't lose its pop at all. Like it almost got better. The pop got better. The more I skated it, the better it was. And then it got to a point where it was like, okay, I don't want to get hit in the ankles with this anymore, because like it's razor tail. But the pop was still there. I was still busting. I could still bust any trick on it. In fact, when I got a brand new board, I actually didn't notice a difference in the pop. And I was like, huh, that's weird. It's almost like this plastic kind of helped, which I personally like. If I had to get this board again, would I get this board again? Absolutely, yes. On sale though, I wouldn't go and spend the 100 and whatever. I wouldn't spend the extra money for it, because I don't have money for that kind of I don't have money for that. Like, you can see most of my boards are shop boards, or, you know what I mean? They're all on sale. Every board that you see was on sale. Every deck's gonna last you the same amount of time for the most part, depending. This board did last me like an extra month. I think I got a full 2 months out of this, 2.5 months, and I didn't really even need. It's not like, you know, in like some boards they lose their pop, and like it's just like, yeah, this board's just not doing it no more. Like, and you get a new board and you're like, yeah, I can feel a snap on it still. The snap stayed. The snap did not leave whatsoever. I would definitely get another one. The paint job was really cool. A picture of his dog. And the picture really stayed. I did a lot of those slides on this board, and just to get a comparison here, I'll give you the board I'm skating and even the tail slides. Like the picture's still there. The picture is still there. Let's do a comparison. This is about, I don't know, a couple sessions, a few sessions. How many layers am I through the tail? Not that far. This is a Jenny board, by the way. Great company. Vancouver, baby. So obviously the picture doesn't last the same as the EVERSLICK. It's a completely different dynamic. The real question here would be, would I rather skate an EVERSLICK or would I rather skate a regular board? Truth be told, I'm not actually too sure. I really liked the EVERSLICK. I really did. The only downside to the EVERSLICK, like let's say I was sponsored by Santa Cruz. Let's just, okay, you're sponsored by Santa Cruz. What board are you going to ride the most? A regular paint board, or you want the EVERSLICK at all times? I would probably be like, you'd probably see me skating an EVERSLICK quite often. Probably. I probably would. I'd probably choose the EVERSLICK. Actually, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. They do last longer, but at the same time, I really don't like the weight of it. Like, I can feel the difference in the weight. Huge when I grab an versus a regular deck. And I miss, and sometimes I just like this feeling. You know what I mean? I like the regular wood, the grain. I like, the board's got more character. It's not this plastic sheet. What this plastic sheet sort of reminds me of is like the LibTech boards from the early 2000s. If you're my age, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's what it reminds me of. So would I get, you know what? I'm going to say it right now. I'm probably going to stick to these boards. Not Jenny specifically, but just regular paint boards, as opposed to like if I came across another EVERSLICK. If I came across another one and it was on sale, I would buy it. 100% I would buy it. I would. Just because it's like something I don't see all the time, you know? And I know what I would be getting because I've skated one, and yeah, definitely a good board to skate. Shout out to Santa Cruz for that, because that's fucking, they did a good job. I'm not bashing it at all. If I was to rate it out of 10, what would I rate it out of 10? I'd give it a 9 out of 10, man. Straight up. You get used to the weight really quick until you pick up another board, and then you're like, oh, this one kind of feels lighter. And I just miss that feeling of, I miss seeing scratches on my board right away, and like just seeing that, it's almost like art, you know, like marking up your board is your own artwork, you know, it tells a story, right? You can always tell what someone's skating and what they can do just by looking at their board, and what tricks they like to do by looking at their trucks and stuff like that, right? Yeah, anyways, EVERSLICK, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Overall, 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good board. I'd definitely get it, and I would recommend it to anyone who's looked at them and picked them up and thought, should I try it? You do a lot of ledges and slides and you love doing shit like that, I would recommend it for sure. For sure, you'll definitely enjoy it, but remember just to wax the edges, wax the shit out of the edges, otherwise you're going to get some peeling bullshit plastic going on, and the wax basically holds it all together and holds it down, and it's, once you get the board sliding, you get that first sheet off, because like at first it doesn't slide, it slides weird. It's weird at first, but once you like get some, like once you work it in, it's, you can't beat it. I was like doing killer nose slides with it, and then I go on this regular paint board, and the nose slides just, because I was like, I developed a new technique, because it was just like, I know I'm going to slide so I can get lazy with it type thing. With a regular board, it was almost like if something was the same stickiness, I had to work it or wax the shit out of it. I usually just wax the shit out of my board anyway. So what else is new with me? Oh, I switched trucks. I was skating indie mids before. It just got to a point I hated them. The mids were horrible. Kingpin always loosens, always. I'll do a whole separate review on that. It deserves it. Absolutely horrible. Shout out to anybody who checked out my video. Shout out to anyone who subscribed, liked the video. Awesome. EVERSLICK, baby. Get yours today. I recommend them. I recommend them. Truly do. They're awesome boards. Solid. Solid as shit. They are solid. Cheers.